Okay, so big day for stats. Let me share this with you. Okay, finally. Okay, normal distribution. Okay, I will read it to you. It is symmetrical. All right. What is this saying? Okay, smack in the middle is what? The mean. So label the top of that line mean. That's the average. Okay, and then draw 1, 2, 3 little lines. I drew mine in blue on each side of that, connecting to what? These things. 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviations, 3 in each direction. Notice they put 1 delta, 2 delta, 1 canon, 2 canon plus. Okay, so for each standard deviation, we get one of these lines. All right, and the magic numbers: 34 for the big one, 13.5 for number 2, 2.35 for number 3, and the outskirts here, which they never even mention usually, it's 0.15. Okay, so copy these down. Make friends with them. Okay, all that stuff at the bottom you don't necessarily need to draw. Good. All right, but it's already there in the box next to it. I'll explain that after and give you a minute to make this picture nice. Picked a good day to be here. But ever seen this before? Believe it or not, by the time we're done, you're gonna know these numbers off the top of your head. We're gonna use them so often. All right. But anyway, okay, that's your setup. I'll have that on board for you. I think I need a darker color than yellow. You can't see the curve, can you, from back there? You probably see the numbers. Okay. So what are we going to use this for? Okay. All right. Symmetrical, as I said. All right. If you go 1 standard deviation both directions, how much is it?
34.
Well, 34 for one way, but 2 of them together. So now you see where this 68 comes from. Okay. 1 standard deviation each direction. All right. What's 13.5 twice? So 27. Let's add that 68. Now you're up to 95. So most of your data is going to be within 2 standard deviations of the middle. Okay, then you get the little ones, 2.35, 2.35. That's what is that? 4.7. Add that to 95. Now we're talking about basically everything. Well, what's 100 minus 99.7? 0.3, and then I just split that off, so 0.15, 0.15. So, all right. Now you've seen it. What are we going to do with it? Go, let me get to the worksheet you're on. It's easy stuff. You just never have seen it before. So. Okay, let's do the sample problem here together. Okay, here are the ages of the dogs available for adoption at the Fairfax County Shelter last week. Okay, and our job is going to be to draw one of these and label it. All right, got your calculator? Or did they give us? Okay, normally you would put it in the calculator and find the mean and the standard deviation. We've talked about that, but they gave it to us. What does it say the mean was?
4.
Mean was 4, and let's see. Standard deviation 2. Okay, so here's what you gotta do. All right, put the 4 right here. Cause that's the middle, the mean. Not the middle, the mean. And now, can you count by 2? I know you can. Let's go 1 standard deviation this way. What number should go here? 6, keep going. 8 and 10. There you go, Poochie. Now let's go backwards. 2, 0, and the dreaded negative 2-year-old dog. We won't be using that. Okay. But that's step 1. You draw one of these and label it up with the mean and the standard deviation. Okay. Now we can answer all these questions based on one drawing. Okay. It's gonna be easy. Okay. It says, question 1, what percent of the dogs would be between 4 and 6? 1 standard deviation. Maybe it'd be good if I did this for practice again. What number goes here? 34, 13.5, 2.35, and 0.15. Okay, same thing's going backwards, but now do you see the answer? All right, what's the percent between 4 and 6?
34.
34, done. Be a good label. All right, let's do the next one together. What percent? Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, these are getting easier. Is that possible? What percent's between 2 and 4? Gee, I wonder. 34. All right, why don't I let you try these? Okay, just the rest of that front page there. Was it 4 more? Okay, give that a try. Gucci. Yeah, some of you might like that stuff so much you take AP staff. Some of you, that's it. Pre-calc is optional or what is it, elective. There we go. Back in my day, algebra 2, that was senior course. That was,
Yeah.
in fact, I had a senior in algebra 1.
Recent pre-calc was that elective,
It is still.
so you can take pre-calc and then let them that class.
True. Especially if you're thinking STEM or
So then there's no pre-calc, or maybe pre-calc too.
either one. Depends on how many APs you already got or whatever, you know. Some people are like, sure, got 3. And calculators are out there, they're just on the floor.
answer.
Yeah. Right. Easy enough. All right. Let's take a look. All right. Next question, percent between 4 and 8 will. Okay, 4 to 8. Right here. So which, or what's the answer, first of all, and how'd you get it? Yeah, you're adding 34 plus 13.5, which the answer is 47.5%. Okay, easy enough. Yeah, next one, between 4 and 10. Okay. Basically, that is this half over here, except for what? Except for that little 0.15. So you got two ways to do it. You could have added which numbers together? 34, 13.5, and 2.35. Or you could have done what? What's half? 50. You could have just done 50 minus 0.15. So what was that? 49.85%. Okay. 49. Okay. All right. Let's see. 0 and 4. We already did that. Maybe not. Oh, 0 and 4. Gotcha. All right. 0 and 4 is over here. Quick, what's the answer? 47.5. And then finally, one challenging one, maybe. Yeah, this one, percent of dogs older than 4. All right. Yeah, I think you already told me this. Anything bigger than 4 is exactly half of it, so 50. Yeah, easy enough. And not pictured, but what if I ask for everything 2 and up? What's the answer? Um, 84. Now, why was I expecting that answer real quick? What was the trick? Instead of adding all these numbers, could have just said what? The 50 plus another 34. Okay, so anyway, guys, welcome to normal distribution, and this is called the empirical rule. Okay, done with the Poochie worksheet. Let's see. Let's flip it back over. We'll do maybe 2 of these. Let's see. Okay. See if I have the favorite. Let's go to number 3. Number 3. Yeah, the person that's never seen this before has, I don't know, 0.0% of getting this problem right. You guys, just for being here like, 3 minutes, I think you're gonna get it. Okay, so we're reading this paragraph. Okay, blah, 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 blah. All right. First thing we gotta do is draw. Okay, so draw one of these, and put all the lines, one in the middle, who dat?
Andy.
That's the mean, and what they told us that, correct?
15.
Carlos, bless his hide, plays video games an average of 15 hours a week. Thought it was a day for a minute there. All right, so that goes smack in the middle. Gamer. Yeah, and now draw 3 lines on each side. 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. And what is standard deviation? 3. So put all the rest of the numbers on there, then we'll look at what they actually wanted us to answer. Plus, okay, so standard deviation of 3. So why did I draw that? The first sentence had what magic phrase in it? The amount of time that Carlos plays video games in a given week is normally distributed. Bang, you gotta draw one. Okay? So when you're getting that on the test or the final exam or SOL or whatever, that's your hint. Oh, it's one of these questions, okay? All right, so we got 15 in there for the boom, mean, and 3 for the standard deviation. And then, after all that work, it's just one little question. Wow, this is disappointing. All right. What's the probability that you played between 15 and 18?
34%.
Wow. That was. Oh, it's gonna be a tough problem. All right, but am I right? If you got the chart given to you. Okay. And you know, to draw one of those, I think we're done. Yeah, but let's try another one. Maybe you try. I like hot dogs. I don't know. Let's see. Don't like the shoe one. Number 2's got decimals. Yuck. Think they're all gonna be decimals. Yeah, let's go to the hot dog problem. All right, number 5. Okay, the amount of mustard dispensed from the machine at the hot dog emporium is normal. Who does this? Okay, is normally distributed. Bang, go ahead and start the drawing with your mean and your 3 lines on each side. Okay. And sorry for the decimals. All right, mean 0.9. Standard deviation 0.1. All right, finish filling it out. If you know how to add 0.1, you should be okay. Okay, check my math. Is that what you get?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So here we go. This one a little tougher. All right, it says if the machine is used 500 times, that's a lot of mustard. Approximately how many times will it be expected to dispense 1 or more ounces. All right, give me the percent. From one or more. Heard him. I think that's right.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay, what'd you get?
16.
16, straight up 16. And you could get that by adding which of my green numbers together? 13.5, 2.35, 0.15, but smarter would have been what? Take half, what's half?
50,
50 and subtract
34.
34. All right, so this is not the answer. This is correct, but this isn't the question. Okay, so we know that 16% of the time, okay, we're getting 1 or more ounce of mustard. So how do you finish this? All right. They threw something else at us. They said 500 times they pushed that thing for mustard. So what is 16% of that? What's of mean in math? Multiply. Okay. If I said half of your lunch, you multiply your lunch by. Okay, anyway, what is,
88.
and I can't type in 16. Because that would be a lot of mustard. 0.16, good. Okay, and what'd you get?
88.
80? Boom. 80 times. Okay. Are we okay with these?
Yeah.
But this is not homework, but keep these worksheets for review day, which is next class. Okay, and we'll go back and do an extra one of everything to get ready. Okay, so empirical rule, normal distribution. I think we got. Okay. All right. Halfway done. All right. This little packet, go to the one with staple. You know how much I like staples. All right, we did this last class, but since it was after a quiz, we didn't do this problem. But again, save this for review day. All right, we already did variance and standard deviation, stuff like that. Okay. And this, by the way, I'm laughing. This is from a packet my daughter had in my middle school. So you guys might have been doing this long ago and you don't remember. But anyway. No? Let's see if I still have it. When you see it, you'll be like, okay, now that's middle school. Get out your crayons and your scissors, but statistics flip book. Yeah. Good times. All right. So the very back page though is about z-scores. And that's the only thing we haven't done yet. Okay. So what are z-scores and how do you find them? All right. There's your definition. A z-score tells us how many standard deviations a number is above or below the mean. Okay. So positive z-score means you are above or below or on. I mean, what do you think? What do you think of positive z-score?
Above.
You got it. All right. So positive Z will be above the mean and a negative below. Okay. Now we know what they are. All right. And go down to the formula, which I boxed up for you. All right. This is a math foreign language. Let me tell you about this. All right. Okay, we'll do this sample in a minute. I just want you to know what the letters mean. Obviously, Z means Z. It's the Z score. All right, X is X. Now, what the heck is this? Anybody know?
Nope.
Okay, that's mu. Here, kitty. Okay, that's mean. What do we already use for mean?
X bar.
So why don't you put that in place of mu? The mean goes there. Okay, and what's that on the bottom, a little cannon? Standard deviation. Okay, so let's take a look at Mike's data and do one of these. Okay, it says, let's see. Mike worked 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9, 13, 14, 18 hours in that many weeks. Okay. So what do we need to finish this? We need the mean and the standard deviation. Sounds like last class. Okay, so we'll type all this data in. Fine, why don't you practice that? Type that in to stat edit. You might want to clear memory in case there's other stuff in there. Okay, but let's see what we get when we put that in. At least Mike's working, the other guy was gaming that much, so. He's got a YouTube channel.
Streaming.
Yeah, right.
Some.
All right, I wrote them on the board because I need to type my own in here. 6, 7, 7. 8, 9, 9, 9. 13, 14, 18. Okay, so I got my data in L2, saying that more for myself than you. Okay, so now what do I gotta do again? Where's all the goodies? Stat, middle column, very first one. And I'm not pulling mine from L1, so I gotta change that to L2. Okay, did you get this?
Yeah.
Okay, so our average was 10 and our standard deviation, 1 decimal place is 3.6. Okay, and carry those numbers to that formula, 10 and 3.6. Okay. And before we even get the answer, it wants to know the Z-score for 12. Is 12 higher or lower than the mean? All right, so we're gonna get a positive Z-score. Plug it in here. Okay, so X is like what they want you to find. All right, so in the calculator, give me a decimal. Okay. So 2 divided by 3.6, I guess, right? All right, so 0.5 repeat. Everybody cool with that? And it was positive. All right, now this is, did we answer their question? Yes and no. Okay. Yeah, so the Z-score. 0.5 repeating, so I guess 0.6. If I want 1 decimal place, however, okay, what does this mean? Here's the most important 3 minutes of this day. All right, go to the charts. The Z charts, the Z table. And I want to show you what this stuff means. Okay, I put yours side by side. One of them is everything positive Z and the other side's everything negative Z. So what's 0? Bang, right there at the mean. Okay. All right, and what does this give you? Okay. Which part is shaded? The part in front of Z or behind Z?
Behind.
Behind. So can you remember, Z tells you the percent that's behind. Okay, so we're gonna go look for, what was our Z score there? 0.5 repeating, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they're going 2 decimal places, so we'll go here. All right. So where are we on this chart? Positive side, you're gonna do this. 0.5, go down here. Find 0.5. Okay, and then where do I have to go to? 0.06. Now, can you find me the intersection of those two? So 0.5 and 0.06. Okay, you can find that. What did it just tell us? Move the decimal point 2 places. 71.23% is behind 12 hours for Mike. Okay, remember you said 12 was bigger than the middle 10, so that's what it is. Okay, 71.23% is the actual probability, okay, that he will work 12 hours or less. Okay. Welcome to the Z-score chart. All right. Let's do some Z work. Find this worksheet on the back of your old one. You get to it. Okay, this one. Learning to read a Z table. We'll do 3 of these things. Find it. This is the old one on the back of the accounting principle. So you got this one last class or 2 classes ago. Accounting principle on the front and it's on the back. If not, just write them down. Nope. I gave you one, it's supposed to be. Yeah, on the front, we were doing like the 7-digit phone numbers and how many license plates and stuff. So here we go. All right. So let's do one together. Let's start with number 2. Okay, it says probability that the z is less than 2.43. Less than 2.43. All right, what does the z table tell us? Greater than or less than? Front or behind? You forgot. Behind. Okay, so all we got to do is find 2.43 on your z table and give me the answer. Okay. Which side are we using, positive or negative, for 2.43? Positive, okay. So go find 2.4 and 0.03. 2.43. Point 4, I got it. And 2.43, so I need a 0.03. All right, where do those two intersect? Okay, I found it. It was 0.9925. What does that mean? Okay, what was at the end of this guy? How many standard deviations were out here? What was the max standard deviation? 3. Okay, so this will be 3 this way, 3 this way. All right. If it's 2.43, that's real close to 3. So we're talking about most of the chart is behind. So name that percentage, move the decimal point 2 places, and what do you got? Okay, 99.25% is behind 2.43. All right. So that is your answer. 99.25. I should have put these next to each other. Okay. So there's your answer. Okay. Now, to make sure you understand, what if I gave you the exact same numbers, but I did this to you? Greater than. There wasn't much, was there? How you gonna get it? We already got 99.25 was behind. So what's left to be in front? 0.75. That's it. Okay. Now, what do you got to remember? How'd you get that number? How'd you get the green number? Yeah. So can you remember, write this little note to yourself? If it's less than, just read the chart. But if it's greater than 100 minus what you read off the chart. So let's do a couple. Maybe you try style. You try number 3. Number 9. And see if you can read the chart. Shame on me, I made them all positive, but we'll do a negative here in a minute. Maybe 5. Let's do 3, 5, 9. Okay. Here's So easy. All right, work with me. First one says Z less than 0.45. So I circled 0.45. And what number did you get? 0.6736. All right, is that the answer or do I need to subtract it from 100? When did we say we had to subtract from 100 if we wanted this stuff that was greater than? So it says less than, we're good to go. So what is your full credit answer for that one? 67.36%. And again, what, you don't know much, but the number better be bigger than what? If it's positive. What's smack in the middle? 50, okay. 0 means 50% bigger, 50% less. So this one positive, it better be bigger than 50. Okay, all right. And for the second one, number 5, less than, I gotta go to the negative chart, negative 1.9 forward. So there I went to negative 1.9 forward. And I got 0.0262. Give me a percent, move the decimal point. What is it? 2.62%. Okay. And then, like a good teacher might do, I gave you one that's greater than, so that you'll have to subtract from 100. So what's number 9? Greater than 1.15. Here's 1.1, 1.15. And I got 87.49. Okay, what wrong answer someone gonna put? 87.49, but this was bigger. Okay, there's not much bigger. But what is 100 minus 87.49? 12.51. Guys, that's how you use the Z table. And let me think, is there anything else we need? Any worksheets I neglected? Let's see. Easy. I think worksheet wise, we're okay. All right, so last stop today, let me get back to the actual notes, see if there's anything else you need. did the reading. I'll put it in print for you here. If you want. Okay. Take a picture of this. Okay. But I think we're good. Okay, so today's assignment won't be the worksheets. It's 11:9, I think, in the book. Okay, so we are done with stats. Yep,
Wow.
today was a big day. All right, have a great day.